Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here to do your Fall 2020, End of Year 2020 reading. We're looking at your overall energy, what's going to be highlighted the most for you in your home, family life, work, professional life, what occupies your mind, finances, your overall sense of security, and your emotional life, whether you're single or couple. Going to be dividing some time frames with the Cartomancy cards. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, looking at general energies that can translate and manifest in different ways for different Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can also check through Venus. There might be some insights in your love life there. So let's begin. Hope you guys had a great summer. Welcome back to subscribers, and to anyone new to my channel, welcome. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what we got. New love for singles. Ready to give your love away, feeling full, feeling restored, feeling like you're in a place where you can share your love if you've been single for a while. Yeah, this is new love too. Now, okay, well, let's get back. Let's go. I try to stay in order. Sometimes messages just jump out, but let's do an overview. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Cups here, and 9 Hearts, of course. So I do feel like some of you are ready to offer your cup of love to someone, but some of you as well could be going on some type of pleasure journey of your own. Some of you, though, you will be single and happy. Okay, so as far as this representing Knight of Cups, yes, but it can indicate somebody coming in, but I can also see it as you're going on a journey to pleasure yourself, indulge in whatever it is that you indulge in here. This is just a positive energy where you're happy, you're spreading your happiness, you're sharing your happiness. People will notice, I feel, your mood lifted, and you know, overall, just your energy is very positive. So if anything, and I don't see so many difficulties, of course, I can't see everything as far as what these cards are telling me. Capricorn, there does seem to be some improvements in your overall sense of satisfaction, as well as some type of wish fulfillment is being granted to you sometime in this fall season. So some of you may be feeling like you're getting what you want, getting what you ask for, making your requests known, and seeing them come to fruition for you. So some of you could be doing some manifestation work or something here where you are attracting good energy to you and good people. So some of you, this could just be even a good friend, new friend that you have a lot in common with. You have similar interests, hobbies, goals, or some type of other commonality that brings you together with someone, kind of kindred that you feel. So okay. And some of you too may be in the attitude of fighting for your love, and being in a place where you're no longer bitter about something here, but ready to kind of go after what you feel is yours, as well as in some ways collaborating too, working towards. Now, some of you as well could be, okay. So for any females, you might have experienced disappointments with motherhood in the past, trying. It seems you have a good chance in this season for some reason. So I feel that this has been a work for you. And for some of you, if you don't feel like you're there yet, or you feel like you're in a dark place right now, I do feel though that with some effort on your part to take your self-care internally, externally, seriously, then it's something that's going to come back, especially if someone, or if you feel a situation or a person or some other experience kind of took you out of that fight for yourself, for what you feel is yours, even if it's your love. So I'm seeing mid-months, mid-month October, mid-month November, mid-month December. This could be a business pleasure trip that some of you are taking around that time. This could also be when some of you go ahead and, now I do feel though that some of you might have some competition, and this will do for your love. Some of you might have some competition for your love. So or if there's competition for what you feel is yours, there seems to be this sense where you're putting in some type of effort towards bringing this cup of love to you. Okay. So looking into the home, Moon and Hanged Man energy here. So for some unknown reason, it just looks like there's some reason why there's going to be a delay. As a delay about, could be is delay in seeing someone. Someone's not going to be able to maybe visit, might make you a little emotional, might not be able to make it to, like, if you, someone who would usually travel for holidays, they might be in a location that they're, you know, for unforeseen circumstances aren't able to attend. Could be, of course, because of what's going on in the world, but very different. And also how things will be different in the home in the fall season. I do feel like some of you may feel like you've lost out on something. Something being canceled, needing just to surrender to different cycles of life that are going on. I feel some of you might be in this space of not knowing what to say to someone who gets emotional, yeah. And there's a little bit of too of holding back. Someone as well seems to be giving someone silent treatment in family, or just taking a time out. Someone feels almost like, I feel like someone's feeling outcast, or maybe some of you are feeling a little outcast. Or there might be a family, something that you attend, but you don't feel like you're a part of it. Or this could be some other type of relationship or family dynamic where there was once some type of good relationship, communication. It just looks like there might be a slight disagreement or a little time away or not speaking to someone. But let's see. We'll get more clarity. But also I'm saying possibly some of you, there's a roommate situation. A roommate may have to cut out of... there could be a circumstance that a roommate has that puts your home security in a little bit of jeopardy. The way things were flowing, this does seem to be some type of interruption, timeout, but it also could indicate that some of you will be kind of missing from your home or family or off doing your own thing. Again, could be something that you're going off to do for work. Just 3 cards. Get to your clarity here. For home. Some of you might make a sacrifice in a sense of for a family member. Going out on a limb for a family member. There'll be someone who would be needed. You would maybe be needed for a family member. There does seem to be a situation that maybe somebody finds themselves in kind of mysteriously. Okay, I won't get too deep there. We're just gonna get this. Yeah. For many of you, I just feel like it's just something to do with roommate situation. Some of you, it's like a roommate's moving out. You might need a replacement. Not sure what you're going to do. Some of you might give up a place because the roommate situation has changed or shifted or is going to change or shift. And some of you, you may not want to, or you may not have wanted to or thought that you would, but you might be turning some space into someone might ask you as well to like stay with you for a little bit, but they're not sure how long it's going to be. So you might be undecided about this. Some of you, I do feel like you might reject the person, just depending. Really just depends. But for some of you, your home may just as well look different for whatever reason in this fall season. Look different, feel different. There might be an addition in here. Some of you might feel like in a way that there's maybe too much of some type of emotional situation going on that you are going to be cutting yourself out of, or saying I'm not choosing sides. So there could be something like that going on if there's like a some type of, could be conflict. But undecided about a roommate situation. Some of you could be undecided about moving in with a partner. Now, some of you, I do feel like you might be wanting to stay single. There could be some bit of a conflict, or want to live in separate homes from a partner that you're dating. So that could be a little bit of you needing to make a compromise with a love partner. Okay, so looking into the work, career, yeah, so this feels like new opportunity. Do you feel something high profile for some? Some of you going after, could be like a dream role, dream job, dream position. It looks like you'll get it. It's almost like something too is like you know it's yours. Also, your confidence is going to be very strong. Any of you going into new interviews for new jobs, this is a strong one here. And it does look like, yeah, some of you are going to get some insight into a new pathway opening up for a business, a market, career, product, something, some insight. And I do feel Like, for some of you, it could come by way of someone who is in the know about them. It's like someone pointing you in the right direction. But this can also be you, in the sense of you having some really deep knowledge and information, a lot of wisdom towards, I feel like something's going to be coming to you quickly, intuitively, like picking up something very fast. It's something new, but you'll pick it up very fast, like intuitively. Something you do too, it's like something you do is like someone doesn't know how to do it, how you do it, but they want you, they're going to offer you some type of opportunity for it. Could be some gift or talent that you have. Some of you are going to be finding new ways to express your insight, your perception, your worldview, especially anything to do with writing. Your inspiration will be very strong for those of you in creative fields. Some of you might have an opportunity that you feel you have to keep secret for a while, but it might really be hard to do. Some of you with something really, really good that's happening with your career, you might be conflicted over it. It's like for some of you, it's like maybe there's, yeah, so sharing something with sharing too, between family. Some of you might be feeling out of the loop, or someone is feeling out of the loop in your life, in your family, sharing, holding back. But this could also be just good news that you're holding, and it's like maybe the timing is not right. So if you're keeping something big a secret in that sense, then and some of you there might be some type of non-disclosure about what it is that you're doing anyway. So there could be contractually obligated to not speak about some type of work. So it's how the lion has his mouth in there. It's like, don't talk about this until we're ready. So, and you got another 8 here. So yeah, and then the pentacles. So there's something very successful that you guys are venturing into in the fall, or that's going to be coming to you in the fall. I do feel like this is an increase for you in your money. And yeah, contract and, binding, in the sense of everything that's said, not, there's something here where there's like, it's exciting, but you might have to keep your mouth closed. But now some of you, again, a divine inspiration about some type of idea, business. I do feel like it's a good, really good to invest your time and maybe even money into. Again, you would know that, you would feel that if this is you. October, the very beginning of October is like, yeah, the turn of the October is looking very positive for many of you, especially in the form of getting that opportunity, getting that call or that communication that you need. Could be early, yeah. If not, it's at least the first week of October, first week of November, first week of December. Okay, so Looking into the finances. So I do feel like your burdens, you're going to be releasing your burdens, feeling free from them. It's going to be a lot of things. So that's another thing where some of you, you know, if there's some type of wish fulfillment that has to do with finances, or even if it's just been taking you some time, does look like whatever burdens you've had, struggles you've had, there does seem to be some clearing of those, and you feeling less bogged down by them, free from some of those. So especially if some of you are moving house, I do feel that you will, there's something here where you feel like a move is going to be just overall positive for your sense of security. Some of you, your peace is very important to you, so that could also be why. Some of you have like just people around or neighbors that maybe play loud music, and so that might be disturbing a little bit of your peace, where you might have to make a change in location. So some of you, your money might be going to a move, but it does look like it will be positive. You will be a lot more progressive with your work, with less interruptions. So that could be a little bit of what's going on, where some of you, with your sense of security, even in your security of getting your work done. So but I also feel like this is kind of taking off from working a lot. So some of you might be investing, putting your money into your travel, communications too. For some of you might have a lot on your plate in the form of needing to acquire things in order for communication and some type of work or business to function properly. So some of you could be acquiring new electronics or things like that, but really having to kind of, there's maybe some type of learning curve that some of you are going to have. So some of you though, I do feel that there could be someone who's attempting to put some of their burdens on you. Yeah, it could be someone, if it's, ooh. But overall, I kind of see this as like there's a movement of a lot of things that have been built up for some time. And some of you are minimizing, downsizing, selling things. So maybe you feel like you have too much. That could also be what's going on in your home here. Taking a real kind of closer look at all these things. There could be a specific room. I was picking up kind of like there's a specific space for a person, but it may not even for some of you be, it's like a space that maybe has only been used for storage or some type of clearing out, or maybe deciding what to do with the space in a home. So some of you could be like just getting rid of things. You could also be selling them online, and some of you might turn that into some, you know, something more long-term with online. So let's get your clarity card. There is something, I feel like there's something that like piles up quickly or adds up quickly. There could be an expense that some of you have. You find that there's like a way for you to save. There's like a way for you to save and still, like, there's some way of doing the same job but like faster or with less investment. So some of you might find ways, like some type of solution to something that was like maybe taking too long. Also, I'm kind of getting this as like anything that's like in your previous work, taking a while to accumulate your money and then get it released. There is a release happening for some of you, but it's a successful ending, and it might have taken a while, but I do feel like it's coming towards you. take these? I'll take them. Yeah. So again, I do feel like that energy of you being able to be more resourceful with either a business or just with your things is something that you're going to be active in, Capricorn. And I'm picking up something with Aquarius season that's outside of what I'm asking for because the second card came out. But as well, this could be a little bit of someone again trying to put some, like, give you, like, lighten their load, but on, you know, I feel like, but it in a way that's, it's like someone wants to give their responsibility away or not take their responsibility, not take responsibility for something. So there's something for some of you Capricorns where you may feel like you're doing it on your own and you shouldn't, but it's because someone is not contributing. So there's something here with the way this came out too with it. So that was the only thing I was picking up as far as maybe needing to, I mean, as far as you feeling secure, your sense of security, you know, taking on other people's burdens can change that for you. So that would be somewhere in that sense of like, because here in the 10, yes, it's a heavy load, but they're carrying it. They're strong enough to, they can do it. So also, I mean, I'm gonna say this too, just like there could be someone who's getting very comfortable kind of spending your money. And that's, so for some of you, it really kind of just would depend. I felt like I should keep this out. So for some of you, kind of be careful in the sense of maybe having someone around you that's going to be influencing you too. Could just be influencing you to spend your money. Or they're going to be having a lot of requests. So kind of be careful with that. Some of you might, especially kind of maybe if you're coming into anything. So that would be the only reason why I would see this card come out. And if it does come out for some of you guys, you know, I mean, if it's yours to know, then it's yours to know. If it's not, disregard it. But just do have to see that there. Also be careful with your indulgences, because there could be a way to, this could also be meaning for you, just a kind of a warning to be careful what you do indulge in, because I did kind of see that. You don't want to end up in a space where you're struggling to find yourself out of situations. Pretty much with the 7, they can, with the spades, can indicate some type of habit, addiction, or just kind of like a dark energy or influence. Oh, someone also has quick hands. That's another thing. With this 8 and the 10, so I don't know. And this is the 8, the Queen of Clubs, so it seems very specific for someone out there, or maybe some of you have that energy around you that you just maybe need to work on clearing it out. Either way, I'm just going to move on to your emotional life. So 5 of Cups energy, needing to move forward after some disappointment, Fool, and it's a brand new beginning. You're moving on without those spilled cups feeling, that spilled milk feeling. You're moving on. So again, now some of you with this, it's self-love is strong. Self-love is strong. And I feel, so some of you could just be feeling like you're finally over an old heartbreak. You're moving forward into a new journey of your own. Some of you it's career, some of you though, I am getting, if a breakup occurs or if there's some type of disappointment, and I feel that you would already kind of know if you're really kind of examining your relationship, if it's headed that way. I do feel though that some of you, if it's like a live-in situation, some of you might feel as if you need a fresh start somewhere else completely. And I'm also kind of seeing this here. It's like a kind of a live-in situation or playhouse situation kind of coming to a breaking point or a decision, or someone kind of pulling out, or that could be something with your relationship. Could be some conflicts of the people involved wanting things their way, really wanting things their way. And not compromising and seeing the other point of view. But I'm also saying for some of you, it's possible that your love can overcome any conflict. So those of you coupled, I do feel you can get over a hurdle and start fresh, leave the burden behind. Someone that comes to you is coming out of a breakup. Okay. So, peace of mind, but also there's someone missing that you're going to be missing in the fall. There just may be this period of healing that you will need before you can, and this is something that's telling me, if there's someone who's disappointed you in the past, your new beginning is, especially like disappointed you in a way that is not healthy for you to go back to. This is something I'm getting to with like the full, it is the beginning of a new journey, but also that kind of zero there. Your new beginning will require you to not speak to this person anymore, communicate with this person, because that might put you in some type of conflict. It's almost like there's someone who wants to go from being a couple to being like friends with benefits, or still kind of in your life, but I feel that they'll just kind of slow down your healing process. So don't allow someone to slow down your healing process if you know that they're not offering you the highest form of love that you deserve. So some of you might feel conflicted with this. Your chemistry with this person sexually might be great, but then there's, I feel for some, it's a commitment issue with a person, or some of you maybe, whatever, some of you are maybe conflicted about kind of staying single or offering your cup. So I feel like that's where you will be. Now I'm also seeing there's some of you are going to be dating, and I'm seeing this as dating, but needing to weed out, definitely needing to weed out. And when you weed out, it's like you have to go no contact anymore, like seriously about that, because I don't know, I'm just really getting that strong that there may be something or someone kind of hanging around and keeping you in a conflicted state of mind about what you want with your love life or emotional life. So some of you might want to try that. If you keep falling back into romance with someone who you are trying to separate from, someone's trying to separate, or you tried to separate, if they're coming back, you might be moved on by the time someone's trying to be coming back to you. So you might already be in this space where you're like, anybody who's disappointed me in the past, they're gone, and you're just focused on a new start, and I am seeing that some of you definitely want to change, get out of an environment because it reminds you of a relationship with someone that you had. So I'm seeing this. Some of you are going to remain, just choose. You're I feel like some of you are jaded, but also maybe just feel like it's your time to be single. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So in that sense, if you are ready to or going to, I'm also seeing this is some of you, this move is going to happen until January. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, there's a move, and for some of you, I feel it's like you may not be ready to date until the turn of the year. You may not feel like there's places for you to go. Some of you may want to just kind of stick it close to home, mainly, and not really venture out. So it's kind of a mixed bag as far as the emotional life goes. But some of you really need peace of mind from in a specific environment that might have been, or just kind of an overall change. Friendships too, though. Any friendships that you stop talking, someone you just haven't heard from in a while. Someone's going on a new journey that you may not like. They're gonna like. I promise I'll keep in touch. You might not hear from them for a while. If you do hear from them again. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. That's the messages. They're getting their general readings. I do hope it was helpful for those of you seeking clarity, confirmation, forewarning, or encouragement. I do plan to continue with the seasonal readings like these. When and if I have time or I'm inspired to do any other readings for the zodiac in between the seasons, I will do that. I'm still offering personal readings throughout the end of the year. The video recorded readings, no more phone readings. That will be switched over to emailed readings that I'll be offering. Again, just I know for the end of this year. So if you're interested in continuing to see these when I do them or any others, I appreciate you subscribing and thank you for watching. Take care.